It took only 18 months to build, and so by the 1910 they were living in here.
It's an iconic building, one with a lot of history, a military background, and now a world-renowned educational institution.
About 40 rooms, 22 bedrooms, numerous bathrooms and all that. We have the beautiful stone fireplaces as well as a number of different kinds of wood.
Hatley Castle was built by James Dunsmuir, a man with many titles who came from money. Coal Baron, Premier of British Columbia, and Lieutenant Governor of the province.
It was very important to him to make sure that he was able to enjoy both the hunting that he was able to do here, and his wife Laura wanted to have a place where she could continue to entertain in a grand style.
With 8 daughters and 2 sons, this place was more than big enough to hold a family, entertain guests, and house servants. The castle had everything: farming, stables, a piggery, a dairy, and more. It was meant to be self-sustaining.
And they made an estate happen. They wanted to establish an estate, and that's what James wanted. James wanted to be the country gentleman.
If you've been to Royal Roads, you've probably noticed the beautiful garden surrounding the property.
There was some landscaping that was done around the castle, and it was deemed as being insufficient. And it was a firm called Breton Hall that were chosen to do the work, some Boston landscape architects.
James Dunsmuir died in 1920 and his wife Laura in 1937. Because there was no apparent heir, the belongings in the castle were auctioned off and the castle sold. It was bought for $75,000, which is how much it cost to just build a fence around the property, by the government. For 55 years, it served as a military college.
It transitioned into a public institution in 1995. The first classes, it's my understanding, were a combination from Camosun and UVic, and then there was the official creation by the government of Royal Roads University.
Today, the castle is the center for Royal Roads University, and even the students are drawn to the history.
What really happens is when students begin to live here, study here, that they really become intrigued with the history of the university.
With over 5,000 students worldwide from 40 countries, Royal Roads has become known for its unique learning model. Most students here are also working professionals.
In 5 years, I think ultimately the most important thing to us is that we preserve our quality, because it's something that we're very, very proud of at Royal Roads, our educational quality.
Because of the history and significance of this castle, the original blueprints and architectural plans are now being loaned to the National Gallery of Canada for an exhibit called Artists, Architects and Artisans. It will be on display from October to January 2014. In Colwood, I'm Sucheta Singh.